Welcome everyone! In this video, we are in the Ultra League showcasing a very powerful team featuring Trevenant in the back as the closer. Trevenant, as strong as it gets. I love running it as a closer, and if you're looking at those IVs, yes, I do have an XL, but I wasn't paying attention and I just ran the non-XL, but honestly, the non-XL may be a little bit better, so we're rolling with it as the closer, and also on this team, Sirfetch'd. Sirfetch'd proves to be an amazing safe swap. You can definitely run Brave Bird, but we are rolling with the Night/Leaf Blade moveset. I like the coverage on that for all of the Giratinas and Cressalias out there, but Brave Bird definitely has its merits. Sirfetch'd meant to draw at any potential flyers, and then Drapion on the lead is quite powerful. I had a lot of fun with Drapion on the lead. The reason why is because it addresses the most common leads that you will run into in the Ultra League, that being Giratina, Tapu Fini, Trevenant, and Cresselia. Drapion addresses all of those as well as everything in between. I gotta say, I was quite impressed with how this team performed. And here we go. Pretty neutral lead. We've got a Dragonite on the lead. We're gonna stay right here because this is a very powerful flyer, and our two Pokemon in the back want nothing to do with a Dragonite. Gonna go for the crunch, and the beauty of this matchup is we do outpace, and we did just get an defense drop, so that is fantastic. Off to a great start here. We tank one of whatever they throw. It's a Dragon Claw, and we are going to look to go for this crunch. We will either win lead or grab a shield advantage. We win lead, we'll take that. And they've got a Swampert in the back. So this is why we've got these two particular Pokemon in the back. Not only because they are some heavy hitters, but also because they have Swampert coverage, which you absolutely need if you have a poison type like Drapion on your team. They're going to go for a move, and we know that we tank a Hydro Cannon. It was very unlikely that they would have gone for an EQ, and they've got a Snorlax in the back. So tanking that Hydro Cannon may not have been the best idea, but we're going to do just fine. As you can see, Sirfetch'd putting in the work on the Snorlax, getting the 2 Leaf Blades. I don't imagine they'll shield this, and look at the work that Sirfetch'd has put in, nearly taking out the Snorlax, and I am seriously considering Shadow Claw Downing, one of the tankiest normal types in the meta, because we know that we tank their charge moves, and they do top left as they saw that it was not trending in the right direction for them. Good game, well played. Oh, I'm telling you guys, this team was just working last night during these battles, and here we go, picking up a positive lead. Comes in the form of yet another Snorlax. The reason why it's a positive lead is because we are resisting their fast move pressure, and they're taking neutral from ours. And we're going to fire off crunch number 1 on the Snorlax, not expecting a shield whatsoever, as Snorlax is generally going to be the tankiest Pokemon on a team. And we go for crunch number 2. No defense drops, but that is okay. We will take it, and we are shielding a potential EQ. They built all the way up to that EQ, and we were not risking it. There was no reason for them to build all the way up to that and not throw it, and here we are. They safe swap a Deoxys, and we punish them with one of its hardest counters, coming in the form of Trevenant. They can go Rock Slide all they want. That's not going to help them whatsoever, and we will look to CMP tie them and throw the Shadow Ball here, thinking that they will cut their losses. They do. We say bye-bye to that Deoxys, and they do, of course, come back in with the Snorlax. But we have loaded energy, and loaded energy on Trevenant is quite dangerous. Going for the Seed Bomb here doesn't quite KO. That is okay. We do make it to Seed Bomb number 2. And I don't know if they will want to shield this low health Snorlax. They do. That was absolutely insane to see. Something in the back does not want to see a Trevenant. That's fine, because knowing that we have a Sirfetch'd, which has very similar coverage to Trevenant, I'm thinking we're going to be okay. Not quite. It's a Buzzwole, but you're going to see the power of Sirfetch'd here. Even resisted damage, it proves to be meaningful damage when you are a Sirfetch'd. That is just how hard it hits. It is insane. Gonna let this go. It's a power-up punch. That was very interesting to see. You don't generally see that. You generally see superpower on a Buzzwole, but it doesn't matter. We're going for another resisted Leaf Blade, putting the pressure on, grabbing that final shield, and we knew that we had energy on our Drapion. We have a shield remaining. We don't really need to use it, but we might as well. And we do get to the Sludge Bomb. And yes, we are rolling Sludge Bomb for the Tapu Fini leads. We get to this, and we're saying bye-bye to the Buzzwole. And Drapion has actually come in clutch for us, closing the game. That's going to be a good game, well played. Oh man, such a powerful and dynamic team. I had a lot of fun with it. I did not have a lot of fun with this lead here, though. However, a bit of a core breaker for Drapion and Trevenant, as with their rock typing, they are resisting our fast move pressure, but we can go for these crunches, and they do slowly but surely add up on the Auroras here. Not really looking to tank a Meteor Beam. We're gonna have to shield this. I really contemplated catching it on our Sirfetch'd, but I had a strong feeling that even a resisted Meteor Beam would do tons of damage to Sirfetch'd, as it is not known for its bulk. And they are at another potential Meteor Beam. Gonna shield this. They bait us with a Weather Ball. That's fine. And we're going to look to go for yet another crunch, but they're just going to go for a Weather Ball, banking on that attack boost from the Meteor Beam that they threw. It does not KO, of course, as Drapion has very nice bulk in the Ultra League, going for this next crunch, and they do let that go, and now we will make the play into our Sirfetch'd. We're down on shields, and we've got a Tapu Fini here. Again, this is why we've got these two Pokemon in the back. Having that grass coverage, hard-hitting grass coverage, I might add, is quite nice in the back with this team. Going for Leaf Blade number 1. We have nearly back-to-back here. They can tank one. It's not fun for them because it does a lot of damage, but they do survive. Generally long enough for you to counter down, depending on the shielding scenario, but we did take some damage there, and that's fine. I'm calculating here on if we can outpace them to the Seed Bomb. I decide that we can. I've been keeping track of their energy, and we do get to the Seed Bomb just as they are getting to their Moonblast. We win CMP, which means that we're saying bye-bye to the Tapu Fini, and they come in with a Buzzwole, so this is lights out for them. They will not have enough charge moves to survive. They tried to catch. We were on to them, not falling for that whatsoever. And we do have this Shadow Ball locked and loaded. Doesn't quite KO, as Buzzwole also has some very nice bulk. We knew that we had energy on our Drapion. We were just a couple of Poison Stings off from the crunch, which is resisted, but enough to take out the Buzzwole. And Drapion taking out yet another Buzzwole to close the game strong. That's going to be a good game. Well played to our opponent. I've got to say, running this team, I had more fun than I've had in a long time in the Ultra League. But what's not fun is this lead. That's a nightmare lead. We had an SCAV. We go into our Sirfetch'd, and they have no answer for it because they bring in a water type in the form of Tapu Fini. And we are already almost at back-to-back Leaf Blades. Going for Leaf Blade number 1. They do tank that. And we will shield their Surf. And gonna try and just take this out and win a switch here because we definitely want the Trevenant on the Escavalier. Gonna just look to build up just shy of their Surf. They are at their Surf now, and we win CMP tie. We grab the shield and we trigger the CMP event here. So this is putting intense pressure on this Tapu Fini, forcing them to double shield, and we will return that shield in kind. Looking at the health, I am calculating that we can, almost said charm down, holy smokes, counter down the Tapu Fini and be one off from the Night Slash to just chip away at the Escavalier. The more pressure you can put on an Escav, the better off you will be. And now shields are down, not coming in with Drapion, not looking to get hit with a super effective hard-hitting drill run. Instead, we're going to tank a Mega Horn on our Trevenant. And that does a lot of damage, but we are still alive long enough to take out their Trevenant that they have now aggressively swapped in. We say bye-bye to their Trevenant, and we knew that this SCAV was energy dry and that we would outpace to a crunch. SCAV, not known for its bulk. This crunch hits hard, has stab, which means we are saying bye-bye to the SCAV as well. And Drapion, holy smokes! That's 3 in a row, closing the game strong. You love to see it. Good game, well played. Telling you guys, if you want to counter some of the most common teams that we see in the Ultra League, this team might just be for you. For reasons like this. This is why we are leading with Drapion. We had a Giratina, and this threw me off. They safe swap a Tentacruel, so I had to calculate a little bit. I knew that we needed some chip damage because Tentacruel is quite bulky, quite tanky, especially if it is thoroughly XL'd. So the play here, we chip that and let them dump their energy onto our Drapion. We don't need a ton of health to take out that Giratina. And then we make the play into Sirfetch'd. And I made a mistake here. I decided to tank their move. I was thinking Acid Spray, but then I realized, too late to be exact, that they run Blizzard in the Ultra League. So if we had shielded that, we would have been able to take this thing out, but we didn't, and we were not able to do that. So that is unfortunate. Misplay. Definitely want to be shielding your Sirfetch'd. So we're forced to come back in with our Drapion. We don't really want to reveal the third just yet. We don't need to. And we do get off that crunch there. And now at this point, I'm thinking 2-shield Trevenant's going to have to bring this home here for us. They go for that Skull. Does not KO because, like I said, much like Tentacruel, Drapion is quite bulky as well. Going to just overload as much as we can and go for the crunch, taking out the Tentacruel. And now the question is, what do they come in with? They come in with an SCAV. We're not able to get to our move. That's fine. I'm thinking Trevenant up a shield's going to absolutely put in work here. We do have to shield the Mega Horn. That's going to hit us pretty hard, and I'm assuming that Giratina's running Shadow Claw. Yeah, so shielding up that Mega Horn was huge. We have so much energy. I'm telling you, if you can overload with Trevenant, it can go on an absolute rampage, and we nearly one-shot the tank, one of the tankiest Pokemon in the game. Gonna shield this move here because that Drapion, that Escavalier is energy dry. They threw their move, which means that they are not making it to another Mega Horn. We have nearly 2 Shadow Balls. They have a shield. They know that we're loaded. They have to call a bait, and we say bye-bye to the SCAV. Knowing their win con, having to call a bait, playing against that proved to be quite beneficial. Good game, well played. I'm telling you guys, Drapion, so valuable, one of the best investments you can make, especially if you're leading with it, but not on this particular lead. We got another rock type coming in the form of Aurorus. So we do outpace. They generally want to get off that Meteor Beam. That big Meteor Beam does big damage, and it raises their attack. So that's generally a given. We will shield it here. Because it does massive damage to us, and we're gonna look to go for this crunch here. I believe they are one off from another potential Meteor Beam. So what we're gonna look to do is throw, or they were a couple off, so we do catch that on the Sirfetch'd this time, just experimenting the best way to tackle this Aurorus lead. And like I had anticipated previously, it does way too much resisted damage. That is insane. You would never think that it was resisted with how much damage that did. That was unbelievable to see. And they do counter swap us with a Giratina. We do get off our Night Slash, which is nice. Any bit of damage you can get off on a Giratina is nice. And they undercharge. Nice undercharge trainer. But that is fine. This Giratina can do nothing to our Drapion, which is why we lead with it in the Ultra League. Going for this crunch here. Doesn't quite KO. Which is very annoying, but that is okay. They're not going to be able to take us out, but we're not going to be able to farm them down. We are going to have to throw a move. We don't want to bring in our Trevenant onto a loaded Giratina, so we do look to throw on the CMP Tide, denying them that energy. And they've got a Shadow Wall Rain in the back. They're running ABA Ice. Holy smokes. Oh my goodness. That is so annoying. The minute I saw this, I knew that it was over. And ABA Ice, really? And you've got Giratina in the middle. What do you do with a Scrafty lead or an Obstagoon lead or any counter user on the lead? You cry. That's what you do. and this is over. It's not going to happen. Yeah, very annoying to have to lose to such a poorly constructed team, but that is just the nature of Pokemon Go Battle League. Good game, well played. ABA Ice, holy smokes, are you kidding me? Watching this one back, I feel sorry for this trainer because they're gonna get all of the fury from that previous loss. We've got a Swampert. This is why we've got these two Pokemon in the back behind our Drapion here for the Swampert leads, guys. Because if you can have grass coverage behind Drapion, you are in very good shape. They pressure a shield and make a play into a Shadow Machamp. We've got the energy lead, so we're going for this Leaf Blade, and they let that go. That sealed the deal for them. It is lights out for them. They should not have tanked that because they're going to allow us to flip switch and control the alignment here. That is beautiful, and we will happily shield this to control the alignment. As we would absolutely 100% want our Trevenant on that Swampert, and we leave this relatively healthy. Down shields, but I have a strong feeling we will be getting those shields right back. We had enough residual energy and enough health to get to this Leaf Blade on this Swampert. They have to absolutely shield, which is why we were fine going down on shields. They're going to throw their move, and that is absolutely fine because we've got another answer lurking in the back for this Swampert here. And got to be careful for a potential catch. We were onto them. They've got a Shadow Snorlax in the back, and this is why controlling the alignment was crucial in this matchup. So this is lights out. This Snorlax, as we saw in previous battles in this video, can't do a whole lot to Drapion unless it has Earthquake, which is recommended by PvPoke, I might add. PvPoke is recommending that you run Earthquake on your Snorlax. I don't know about that. I'm a bit partial to the conventional superpower moveset. But I digress. They're going to go for another Body Slam here. It's not going to KO, and I do believe we will get the farm down. Yeah, we're going to go for this aggressive farm down, leaving the matchup with a move, going for the crunch on the Swampert, and I know that we have a move stored on Trevenant, which means that we're going for a combo play. Totally unnecessary, yet very satisfying. We get to this bye-bye Swampert, and just like that, Trevenant has closed the game for us, taking out the very annoying Swampert. Good game, well played. Oh, guys, if you've got access to these Pokemon, I would seriously consider giving this team a try. But here we go. Not a good lead at all. Shadow Machamp. We go into Sirfetch'd, and they meet us with a Alolan Muck, so this is fine. Everything is resisted, but as we saw in a previous battle, even resisted damage does meaningful damage when it comes from a Sirfetch'd. That is just the power of Sirfetch'd in any league, to be honest. They're going to go Acid Spray. We're going to let that go and look to get to another Leaf Blade. This is going to put a lot of pressure on this Alolan Muck because it will KO and allow us to flip switch. And we forced a shield, grabbing a shield advantage with Sirfetch'd. What more can you ask for? And we don't have to shield a thing from this Alolan Muck because it is all resisted. Gonna go for the Acid Spray. That does no damage, and although they have lowered our defense by 2 stages, they're still doing laughable damage with their resisted fast move pressure. And they're gonna fire off another Acid Spray. We are now debuffed to the max, and we're just gonna overload and take out the Alolan Muck. The reason why we're overloading so much is because I have a feeling Drapion's gonna find its way back to that Shadow Machamp, so we wanna have energy to threaten it. We make a play back into our Trevenant, and they meet us with a Snorlax, which is an amazing answer to a Trevenant, especially when it comes in its shadow form. But the beauty of Trevenant is we've got coverage in the form of Seed Bomb, and we get to them quite fast. They're going to fire off a double resisted Body Slam, not shielding that whatsoever, and we are going to fire off another neutral Seed Bomb on the Snorlax. It will not KO, but it will slowly but surely chip away and add up on the very tanky Snorlax here. Another Body Slam will do nothing for them. We will make it to another Seed Bomb. That does laughable damage, and we go for Seed Bomb number 3. Now, I saw the switch timer was up. This will not KO. I knew that, so we tried to snipe, but they were onto us. They were very quick to react there. And now we go for a crunch, thinking that they'd have some sense of self-preservation, but they do not. Imagine actually throwing the Sludge Bomb. We would have made this a lot easier, but now we're forced to go straight Crunch at this point because it is more energy efficient. And we do grab the final shield. We make it to Crunch number 3 here, and Shadow Machamp is made of paper. We're saying bye-bye to the Machamp, and we're farming down the Snorlax with our Drapion, closing the game strong. Oh, this team was so much fun, so powerful. That is the team. Good game, well played to our opponent, and holy smokes, guys. I gotta say, starting off in the Ultra League last night, I went 0-5, running a very meta team. So I said, to heck with this. I was seeing Giratinas all over the place on the lead. Giratinas, Tapu Finis, Trevenants, Cresselias. And I said, you know what? I wonder, what addresses all of those very common leads? I landed on Drapion, and holy smokes. It was smooth sailing from there, my friends. Drapion, amazing on the lead. All you gotta do is cover its Swampert weakness / ground type. And I think we did that with these heavy hitters in the back, coming in the form of Sirfetch'd and Trevenant. You pair those with a strong lead like Drapion, and that is a recipe for a lot of success. But guys, I had a blast. I hope you all enjoyed. As always, I thank you for watching. Keep up the grind. Thank you, guys.